Dan Dudley and Guy Junker here on Trib Live Radio. It's the morning sports report presented to you by Miranda Homes. More homes for less money. Find your home today, MirandaHomes.com. All right, the Pirates losing to the Reds 4-3 last night in 14 innings. Guy, what'd you think? Yeah, seriously, that's about it.
Yeah. I don't care if it's on the internet or not. I can't really tell you what I think.
Yeah.
I think that I've learned something over the years, Dan, and when Starling Marte struck out at a pitch that he couldn't have hit, as Bob Prince would have said, with a bed slat, I went to bed. I knew it was going to end badly. I was not going to lose any sleep over it, and thank goodness I didn't see the 14th, the top or the bottom, the way it went. It's a game that is just rife with poor decisions, poor playing on the field. One of the biggest things that angered me that I haven't heard anybody talking about that's been complaining about the game since it ended last night is how does Clement swing at a 3-0 pitch with a runner on base in a tied game? This guy's been up from the minor leagues for 2 weeks. I personally, nobody should swing it. I don't care. Barry Bonds in his heyday maybe could swing at a 3-0 pitch if he wanted to. Jeff Clement is swinging at a 3-0 pitch? Come on. And he makes the last out of the inning with the go-ahead run on base. Look, I like Clint Hurdle a lot, and I think he's done a good job here for the most part. Wandy Rodriguez was not in any pitch trouble. He was pitching a good game. There was no reason, and that's not hindsight. When he took him out, I'm like, why are you taking him out now? I already heard you in the first half hour mentioning some of the things that that angered you as you watched the game, or that concerned you. Some of the replacements that Chase Darno, making a pony league dive at a ground ball at shortstop that he should have just fielded on the backhander and planted and thrown. Very aggravating. I know they're still in it at 2.5 out, but they're not. They haven't been competitive in over a month. Yeah, 13-24 in August and through this month of September for the Pirates right now. I mean, it just seems like the Pirates are just falling away side. I know they're only 2.5 games out, like you just said, but it's still the Pirates just aren't the same team, and it's like the second year in a row now that the Pirates are collapsing, and they may not get to 82 wins. 82 wins seemed like an afterthought a month ago, but now it's a serious question. The roster's a lot different than last year, too. Yeah. I mean, you can't just say it. I would hope that the guys that were here last year that experienced a little bit more, the increased pressure, the increased media attention. I mean, I've heard guys in the locker room remark about how many cameras have been down there before the game. They didn't get that. Are they caving in under that? Are they caving in on the occasional game being on ESPN or being on Fox Baseball Night in America, which never happened before? Is that part? I mean, there has to be some explanation. I can't see the 2 years in a row. They've played too much good baseball for too long of stretches of time the last 2 years to be this bad. To say they're just sinking back to maybe they played over their head a little bit, that doesn't mean they have to be underperforming the last 2 months of the year. If they just sank back, even if they had played 500 during the 13-24 stretch that you mentioned, make that 18-18 or something like that. Then maybe you could say, okay, they've dropped back a little bit to where their level should be. But this is Pirate fans got to be tearing out their hair if they do not finish above 500. This may be the worst of the 20 seasons if they blow this. 16 games over 500 on August 8th. Yeah. Yeah, it's as ugly as it gets, and this was your Miranda Homes Pittsburgh Morning Sports Report here on Trib Live Radio.